Here with a book review on Filthy Rich Fae Fallen Court. This is a paranormal romance with fae. It is dual POV this time, medium spicy, and I think the romance trope in this is a spoiler, so I'm not going to give you that. I will say this is the second book in a series, so I will not spoil anything about this particular book. However, I might have minor spoilers for the first book, which is just called Filthy Rich Fae. So if you've not read that one, save this video for later and then maybe go back and watch my review for the first book. All right, let's get into it. We're picking up right where we left off at the end of the first book. There's a potential war brewing amongst all of the fae courts, and Lachlan is actually on the run. And Kate is realizing she's much more incorporated in Lachlan's world than she initially realized. I gave this 4.5 stars, same as the first book, and I honestly feel very similarly to what I did in the first book. It's got good vibes. It's scratching like that Anna Wong romance itch, but also like an ACOTAR itch a little bit, or like a Phantasma itch. Like I didn't know I needed this series until I was reading it, and I was like, yeah, I really dig this. I thought all the paranormal elements in this were expanded a bit more and expanded very nicely, I feel like, and still very easy to understand. I do think this one had a bit more like fantasy to romance or paranormal romance balance to it than the first one did. The first one leaned heavier romance, but it still had enough romance in it for me to enjoy it. This one also had a little mystery in it as well. Like I said, I just really dug this series so far. It is on a cliff right now. Pretty decent size cliffhanger, I would say. I really enjoyed my time with this series. I know sometimes with like sprayed edge books, especially if you haven't heard the author before, some people are like, it's a sprayed edge just trying to get me to buy it and the book's not actually that good. And I have had that experience. With this though, this is as good as the book is pretty. So if these are on your shelf somewhere, highly recommend you pick them up. I would say the only downfall for some readers might be if you're really looking for like in-depth world building or a lot of fantasy elements. That's not this, but a really good time. And if you're like me and actually just prefer less world building, less fantasy elements, and want more romance, it's definitely a series for you. Pick it up.